Thank you, Bhavya and Jareen. Mr. Tony Michael, President of WMF Malaysia. Dr. Anil, Coordinator of Ponnonam 2023. Secretary Daisy Alphonse, and all other WMF committee members, Dato George, Dato Rajan Menon, President, all Malaysia Malayalee Association, Amma, and Shashi Poduwal, Honorary Secretary of Amma, and other colleagues who joined from Amma today. PMA President, Bhadusha, Mr. George Joseph, my former President of Bharat Club and my senior in college, who happened to be here today. Distinguished audience, lovely children. I know you all have not come to listen to speeches now. You want to have some entertainment. But I think it's important that this is a great day. First of all, greetings to all of you on the occasion of the Ponnonam 2023. I'm delighted to join. Today Lalita my wife could not join because of certain, she had to going through some under weather, as they say, So I've tried to explain to her and that she's missing something very, very important today. Allow me to first congratulate WMF Malaysia for putting together a wonderful program. I know it means a lot of hard work. It needs dedication, it needs a lot of commitment to put these kind of programs together. And more so, and also deserve of appreciation for bringing the Malayali community, the non-resident Indian Malayali community in Malaysia under one roof. As I mentioned, it's been a little while. I think it's not been there for many years. Very young organization in Malaysia, joined as a society, and there's a deep sense of commitment I come across whenever I meet the office bearers. Mr. Tony, I think he's calm and quiet, but he does a lot of work and working very hard. Well, friends, what strikes me the most in my last 2 years of my stay in this second assignment in Malaysia is that there is a new vibrancy among the different Indian communities. And I see this particularly the Malayali associations are really coming together. And this is something very heartening, I would say. Yesterday, I also met the colleagues from Johor. I understand you have in Penang and Ipoh. All the NRI Malayali Association groups are there, but I'm sure you can come under one roof and continue these activities, go along. And today's program, I think whatever I've witnessed just now, you all bringing in great innovations, and we have the great presence of Mr. MSV, MS Vishwanathan, and violin, and of course he did with Chenda Melam, that drums, the very typical drums from Kerala. So it's remarkable, and of course we also had the Mr. Radhakrishnan, who on flute, I had the opportunity of listening to him several other occasions. Once again, nice to see you, Mr. Radhakrishnan, here today. Well, friends, before I conclude, I think let me give you some bit of what's happening in India. A little bit, it's important. Today is the day India is hosting the Group of 20 Countries Summit. And this summit where Government of India, under the leadership of Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji, we have launched this great campaign about Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, which means one family. The world is one family. And it is this motto with which we are driving the entire, let's say, the G20 process, wherein we also taken the leadership for the Global South. So, having a Ponnonam today and G20 summit in India, I think good coincidence, I think. Friends, let me add here, I want to, on behalf of the Government of India, High Commission of India, and my own personal behalf, congratulate you and also acknowledge the great contributions you are making to make a new India. Your role and your decisive role, wherever you are serving abroad, particularly now in Malaysia, means a lot to the development of our country. Indeed, you all would be happy, I'm sure you all know about it. We are now the 5th largest economy in the world and the 4th largest stock market. And with your all great contributions coming from all of you, it is not very far. We would soon be becoming the 3rd largest economy in 3 years' time. And today, the world is recognizing India for several other things. The most important, as I see it, is the digital revolution that is taking place in India, what we call the digital public infrastructure. You have had the opportunity to listen to Yang Amat Barhormat Datoshri Anwar Ibrahim in Jakarta, speaking at the 20th ASEAN-India Summit. He made a special mention about what the world should learn from India and certainly ASEAN countries in the digital revolution that's taking place in India. And I can assure you, we in the High Commission are working very closely with the government of Malaysia in bringing whatever achievements we have done to share it and also make it a very useful platform for further engagement. Well, friends, again, I think we are all still going through the successful launch of the Chandrayaan-3 mission. And this success is the success of our scientists of India, a leadership of India, which has resulted in the landing of, it's called the soft landing on near the south pole of moon. I think perhaps this is considered one of the significant achievements in the space history in recent times. And I'm sure it has actually added to our own national profile, and immediately followed by the launch of Aditya L1, which is now heading towards the sun. It is what they call it is a probe which is going to circle around the sun and which is going to do what is called, is going to make a journey of 1.5 million kilometers and going to reach in 4 months' time. So all this is symbolic of the fact that we are in India, with the support of all of you, making our journey towards a new India. India will become what we call the developed India, developed country by 2047. So it is in this context, I want to once again congratulate each of us for these achievements that we are making in our context in back home. Well, friends, coming to the India-Malaysia context, I want to thank the World Malayalee Federation, WMF Malaysia, for joining us at the Independence Day celebration we had, and we had the national patriotic songs by WMF Malaysia. This is important. And we worked last year together with you to do what is called as, we were able to bring in Kalaripayattu troop from India. I do recall speaking in this platform last year and said we will have something unique coming from Kerala, and that is what we had last year. And I appeal to you again this year. We'll be happy to listen to you, whether you would like to have Mohiniyattam or Kathakali, which is very special to Kerala traditions. We'll be very happy to bring them from India and host them in Malaysia. Again here, let me, before I conclude, last 2 words. This year we are going to have the 2nd October Mahatma Gandhi Jayanti, which is also the International Day of Non-Violence, which is done by the what we call Gandhi Memorial Trust in Kuala Lumpur. But there is another event which we are encouraging the WMF Malaysia to take interest in. On the 9th of November in Sungai Petani, His Royal Highness, the Sultan of Kedah, will be inaugurating the what we call Dewan Gandhi, a new Gandhi Hall built by the community, the Sungai Petani community, as well as the Malaysian Indian community, built this structure, which was, the original structure was built in 1955. On the 9th of November, it was inaugurated by the current Sultan of Kedah's father. So he has very kindly, His Royal Highness has kindly agreed to join, and I would like to WMF Malaysia to take interest in it and join our efforts. Well, I do not want to stand between the program and lovely children who I understand are going to perform. And once again, thank all of you and particularly WF Malaysia for inviting me and for us to join the celebrations. Once again, I wish all of you a happy Ponnonam 2023. Namaskar. Thank you.